Good morning and welcome to another episode of Dinosaurs and Mysteries. So in this episode we're going to look at a being or an entity or even what has been seen as a metaphor, a phenomena that has been going on for centuries. Now there are many different ways to look at this potential phenomena or being or person or even something else. So today we're going to talk about shadow people. Shadow persons, shadow spirits, however you want to describe them. So when we talk about shadow people, when I've been reading up about this, going back, shadow people has been looked as a metaphor, so more of a psychological standpoint, that every person has a shadow version of themselves, in terms of every person has a dark side, and if that person was to succumb to their dark side, they would be capable of evil things, in which we do know people can do that, and those are just seen as evil, nasty people. However, when we move away from the psychological and from the metaphor side of shadow people, we look at the actual, what most people think of when they hear shadow person is shadow beings. So when you see when someone has a sighting of literally a shadow figure walking in their direction or entering a room. However, when it comes to shadow people, even though shadow people do sound very frightening and scary, there are a lot of different opinions into what a shadow person is. Is it a phenomena? Is it a being? Is it a human that just has the capability of cloaking themselves? So I'm just going to briefly go over what some of the possibilities of what a shadow person is. There are a lot of different ideas out there on what a shadow person is. So first of all is a spirit. So is our shadow people linked to ghosts? Is a shadow person a figure of, is a spirit of a person that has passed away and that lingers? So we have the paranormal link. So is a shadow person a ghost or a spirit of someone that has died? That is one very popular opinion. Let me know what you think. Is a shadow person a spirit, a ghost of someone who has passed away? Now, another one for shadow people, another explanation, is that they are more towards the extraterrestrial side of it. So this is a big theory. So what if shadow people are actually extraterrestrials and the shadow is their cloak? So they appear as a shadow person to hide their real identity, their real appearance. Now, I think this is one of the most popular theories. Now, I'm going to go on to what leads people to think that they could be extraterrestrials. Now, one is just, well, it's unexplained. And you can attribute so many things with something that's unexplained because there are so many possibilities when you don't have an explanation for something. However, with the shadow people, a lot of people have encountered a shadow person, have said that they've seen a massive flash outside of their window or a door, and then a shadow per being or figure has entered the room. And when they leave, there's a big flash again. And people have reported that electronics in their room within the vicinity where the shadow person was sighted either breaks, freezes, or even burns, suggesting that these shadow beings come with some kind of are radiating some kind of power, some kind of source, electrical surge. The surge has been used, that word has been used in quite a lot of sightings. People have said they seem to have a surge of energy or electricity. So that's one reason why people think that shadow people could be extraterrestrials. Then you're going to have people that have said they have occasionally seen past the shadow, or the shadow has slowly come away or faded away. I don't know how you describe it. And they've described to see like frog-like texture skin, like a leathery skin or a scaly skin, not in the full figure, but they've caught a glimpse of something that's beyond the shadow. Now, by now, you're probably thinking some of this just seems a little bit too far-fetched, a little bit too science fiction. You might think that. But this is a mystery, and when it comes to mysteries and unexplained, there are so many possibilities and so many if, buts and maybes, and it could be this, it could be that. So anyway, I'm extremely open-minded when it comes to stuff like this, because I think there are hundreds, thousands of things that happen or that are on this planet that we can't explain. We don't understand it yet. So the extraterrestrial one is a big one. Now, there are some people that do report seeing shadow people with eyes, now glowing eyes. And apparently when a shadow person has glowing eyes, it means it's a lot more frightening. That the intention of the spirit person is a lot more darker than what a shadow person without glowing eyes would be. So what those intentions are, I don't know. There are some people out there that have suggested not just shadow people with glowing eyes. When I say glowing eyes, people do report red or orange glowing eyes when it comes to shadow people, but that's only few. Most of the times a shadow person is literally just a shadow person. There are some people that suggest that these shadow people can cause mischief. So as a shadow, they could move things, they could hurt people, push people over, basically go without being seen. Yes, you might see a shadow, but what you gonna tell your friends or the police if it's something serious? Oh, it was a shadow that did it. They're not gonna believe you. But as I said, this is all stuff that's unexplained, and there's no conclusive explanation for shadow people as of yet. However, it is so fascinating because, as I said, when it comes to anything to do with unknown, unexplained phenomena or creatures or beings, there are so many things that it could be. There are so many possible explanations that some of the ones I've just listed now are probably some of many. Now, there is one thing that I thought of when it comes to shadow people, and what if it's one possibility is, obviously I did a video, my previous video was about shapeshifters. What if there are people out there that have the ability to cloak themselves, whether that's through witchcraft or sorcery? And again, some of you might be thinking, what's he on about? The people. But if you're into this channel and you're into this type of thing, then the things that I'm suggesting might not be of shock to you. But yeah, that was one thing I thought of. What if shadow people are people that have the ability to cloak themselves, to make themselves look as shadows, so to hide their identity, whether it's to scare people, to do things without being seen, And then you could go deeper. Well, what if some parts of the government have the technology to cloak people and can go and do whatever for the bidding, you know, assumingly not good stuff, not legal stuff. But anyway, that is slowly going towards conspiracy theories, which I'm not massively into anyway, but it's definitely a theory. Anyway, so that's pretty much shadow people, shadow persons, shadow beings, whatever you want to call them, whatever you want to think that they are. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think shadow people are. Do you think they're real? Do you think they're people cloaking? Do you think they are spirits? Or do you think they are extraterrestrials in disguise? Or do you think that the people that have experienced shadow people are all mistaken? So let me know anyway. I've told you what I think about shadow people. If you're not already, please subscribe to this channel. Give me a like. Quick shout out. Just before Christmas, I reached 500 subscribers. I've obviously now gone slightly above that. So I really appreciate that. I am going to do a proper video for 500, happy 500 subscribers. But anyway, while I'm here, just a really quick shout for anyone that's liked, watched, supported, subscribed to my channel, whether it's one video or all my videos, doesn't matter. I appreciate it. Time is very precious and it goes so fast. So yeah, thank you very much. And as always, stay safe,